me, it's always a pleasure to come here. This is like my house. I've been working for so many years with the International Action Center and with Worker Work Value. Um, we are facing the tougher time, not only in Venezuela, but also in the United States, globally, really. We're living in an extraordinary time with a huge amount of challenge. And sometimes I get very worried and desperate, but also I say I'm blessed because I'm going through this moment. And it's a challenge for every single person in this planet. And it's our duty to put whatever we can in the struggle, to do whatever we can to fight back and to defeat this monster. That's our duty. Uh, it's a moment that we have talked about it for a long time. We knew that it was coming, but suddenly we are able to see that it's growing very fast and it's all over. Not only, you know, in Venezuela, against Venezuela, against, it's all over. It's in Europe, it's in South America, it's in the countryside of the United States, in the smaller town of the United States. Everybody's getting affected. So we need to unify. We need to think and unite all our struggles into fight back together in one direction. We need to defeat this monster. Not only because it's attacking us, it's attacking the the human rights of everybody. It's because it's attacking even the existence of this planet. So this is a moment in which we can in which the planet could be completely destroyed. So they have been talking, it's amazingly how they have been talking about use of weapons of mass destruction, use that nuclear power. And you see them talking about it and say, what the hell these people are talking? So for the first time in history, I think that we are close to the extinction. The crisis of the Cuban Missile is nothing to this situation that we are facing right now. So I'm from Venezuela, and I'm Venezuelan American. Um, you know, I always said to my friends, according to Donald Trump, I'm what he said the um, alien enemy. He used that law that is a very primitive law from the 17th to more than 200 years ago to basically arrest a bunch of Venezuelans and putting them in El Salvador and basically say that they were criminals, rapers, and use all those negative adjectives against the Venezuelan people when most of 90% of them didn't have any crime committed in the United States. The majority of them were completely innocent of any crime. So, and the rest, let's say 10% of them, maybe they have like a red life violation, minor things. So they were basically target as the Japanese people were targeted years ago because they were from Japan and because United States was not war against Japanese people. So United States is in a war against Venezuela for a little while already because the sanctions, all these so-called sanctions, is some kind of war. When you cannot get medicine because you are completely blockaded, when you cannot get food, when you don't have enough resources, despite that you have a lot of resources on the ground, but you cannot sell anything because United States imposing a bunch of regulations and threatening the entire planet if they or try to have some kind of exchange with you. So you are at war. United States is not war. So we will have an event that's coming 25th. That is a very important event. It's a very important event for the situation that we are facing right now. Um, the foreign minister of Venezuela will be there. Also, we are expecting to get the foreign minister from Nicaragua and some speaker from Cuba. Um, so I will make my best to get also Roger Waters for the event to talk there. So are other people. But this is a very important moment to show solidarity to the Venezuelan people and to be present. Just not only because for a moment, for that moment, just to think what we can do to support Venezuela. They are trying to attack Venezuela. They have a bunch of warships around. They have already killed 14 people. Donald Trump has already killed 14 people. Homeless, I'm sorry, very humble people, fishermen that were basically working in the Venezuelan sea, and they were killed. And then the Trump administration president portrayed them as narco traffickers, something that is completely a lie. Venezuela is not in the report of the United Nations. The United Nations publishes a report every year about narco trafficking, countries that work with the narco trafficking. Venezuela is not there, but it's not even in the DEA report that is annually. Venezuela is not mentioned in any report by the European Union. So most of the drugs that's coming to the United States through the Pacific, so they are blockading the Caribbean Sea. So this is not because Venezuela is a narco trafficker country. No, this is a fucking lie. This is another grotesque lie, similar to the lie that we had years ago about Iraq, about the so-called weapons of mass destruction. After they kill more than 1 million people and they destroy an entire country and they display thousands of people from their homes, so they say, oh, there was no weapon of mass destruction. So who is in jail? Who paid for that? You can see George Bush very well. You can see Tony Blair walking around the planet. You can see all those fucking criminals around. So we need to stop them. And I think that it's time for us to really do whatever we can do to stop these, criminals, international criminals working from the State Department and the White House. People are very worried in Venezuela. I'm always talking to people down there. People are very concerned. But at the same time, people are getting ready. People are going to fight back. They don't want any confrontation. People want peace, but they are getting ready because they don't want United States to destroy the country. They want to fight back. So already several military, something that didn't happen before, after the last attack, when three fishermen were killed, um, the army moved to several islands in the Caribbean Sea that belong to Venezuela. So this is going to be a conflict. It is going to cost a lot of money from the taxpayer of the United States. This is going to cost probably a lot of lives too. Definitely a lot of lives. And we should fight back to avoid that. Yes. I think that we should be worried about all the economy issues, all the economy problems that we have here at home. After the ugly, beautiful fucking bill, we will be facing so many cuts this coming January. So everything looks like normal. But let's wait for January when the new budget is coming. The ugly budget. And this Democratic Party and all these politicians, they are talking about, oh, Ocasio Cortez talking and saying, oh, incredible. They transfer a bunch of money, a huge amount of money from the poorest people of the country to the richest country. No, they robbed because that was money that people were paying, from the check payment. They robbed the majority of the people. So these people are so fucking criminal that they go to other countries, they destroy the country, they destroy the lives of the people, display them and kill them and rob all the resources of those countries, and then now they are robbing the country that they are robbing the workers of the United States. So we are going to allow that continuation, looting, they are looting the entire planet. This has been the richest country of the time of the entire planet and the history of this planet, and they have been looting the entire planet for decades. And now they really want to destroy the workers in the United States, getting their money from the taxes and from the Social Security. So I hope to see you guys this coming Friday. This coming Thursday, no? Thursday, 25th. And yes, and let's be resistant. Thank you.